discuss about the sowing method, seed drill, components of seed drill, seed metering mechanism, types of row openers, then seed drill example, isn't it? Okay. Now, seeding or sowing is an art of placing the seed in a soil to have a good germination in the field. And the proper sowing gives the correct amount of seed per unit area and correct depth at which seed is placed in the soil. And correct spacing between the row to row and plant to plant. Isn't it? What are the methods of sowing? First is the broadcasting. It is done by manually. Dibbling. It is also done by manually, but dibbler type of equipment is used to sowing the seeds. Now drilling. It is a manual drilling also, animal drawn or seed drill, tractor drawn, whatever may be the power source. But drilling is a continuous placing of the seed into the soil. Transplanting, it is to make the nursery, then seedlings is placed into the soil to seed nursery to the field. That is called the transplanting. But in case you first sow the seed and prepare the seedlings and then we transplant into the soil or field. This is the broadcasting method. It is done by manually with the hands and to spread the or broadcast the seed on the soil. But we cannot maintain the proper plant density in the field. It's a drawback of the broadcasting. But it's very simple method. It's a outdated method now. Now the roller dibblers, it is generally used for the nursery for seedling the seeds. This is the hand dibbler. With the help of the hand dibbler, we make the hole here to maintain the roto as well as plant to plant distance and place the seed by hand and then draw the soil on the or put the soil on the seeds. Okay. Now the study of seed drill. Seed drill is a machine for placing the seed in a continuous flow in furrows at the uniform rate and at controlled depth without the arrangement of the covering the seed with the soil. So seed drill performs the following functions. First is the to carry the seeds. Second, to open the furrow to an uniform depth. And to meter the seeds. To place the seed in a furrows in an acceptable patterns. And to cover the seeds and compact the soil around the seed. So, seed drill filled with the fertilizer dropping attachment distribute the fertilizer uniformly on the ground, so called the seed cum fertilizer drill. And it has a large seed box which is divided the lengthwise into two compartments, one for seeds and another for the fertilizer. It is classified as the bullock drawn seed drill, tractor drawn seed drill. What are the components of the seed drill? First, seed drill with mechanical seed metering device mainly consists of frame, seed box and fertilizer box. Then seed metering mechanism. Then furrow openers, covering device, transport wheel, seed tube, and boot. So you can see here the sectional view of the seed cum fertilizer tree here. Here it is a fertilizer box. I want to show you. Okay. This is the fertilizer box. This is seed box. And this is flicked roller. That is the metering mechanism. Here star wheel type of metering mechanism provided in fertilizer box. That metering mechanism take the seed and deliver to the seed tube. This is seed tube and this is boot where seed tube is connected to the boot. And this is furrow opener, it open the furrow. This is disc type of furrow openers. And this is the fertilizer tube and here it is boot where the fertilizer tube and boot is connected. And it deliver the fertilizer to behind these seeds. And this is the seed tube deliver the seed place into the furrow. A frame is usually made of the angle iron with suitable braces and brackets. So seed box and fertilizer box, it may be made up of the mild steel sheet or galvanized iron with suitable cover. And small agitator is sometimes provided to prevent the clogging of the seeds. And seed metering mechanism of the seed drill or fertilizer distributor which delivers the seeds or fertilizer from a hopper at selected rate is called as a seed metering mechanism. So types of the seed metering mechanism is fluted feed type, internal double run type, cup feed type, self feed mechanism, brush feed mechanism, auger feed mechanism. It is used for the fertilizer, and picker wheel mechanism, star wheel mechanism. So furrow openers, the furrow openers are provided in a seed drill to open up the furrows well before dropping the seeds. And types of the furrow openers are shovel type, shoe type, disc type, disc single disc or double disc. Now this is the types of the furrow opener. You can see here hole type, shoe type, double pore openers, shovel type, single disc, double disc, and pull or curve rubber type. So shoe type is generally used for the zero cum fertilizer drill. So covering device, it is device to refill the furrow after seed has been placed in it. And covering the seeds are usually done by patta, chains, drags, packers, rollers, press wheels, designed in various sizes and shapes. And transport wheel, there are two wheels fitted on the main axle. The wheels have suitable attachment to transmit the power to operate the seed dropping mechanism. The seed tube which carries the seed from hopper and the seed metering device to the boot. And boot, it is a part of the sowing machine which convey the seed or fertilizer from delivered to the farm. You can see there are different types of the seed metering mechanism. This is the feed shaft. You can see here the flipped roller type seed metering mechanism. And this is seed drop. You can see seed tube. This is feed shaft, flipped roller wheels, and ketchup. So flipped roller seed metering mechanism. It is the flipped roller again. It is also flipped roller with seed hopper. This is the general form of the flipped roller type. Okay. So flipped roller seed metering mechanism. The flipped wheel, also known as the flipped roller, is driven by the square shaft, and flipped rollers are provided with the longitudinal groove along with the outer periphery and can be shifted on the shaft sideways. The size of the groove is different for different crops. So internal double run type seed metering mechanism. This is the hopper, shutter cup box and delivery tube. This is internal double run type and cup feed mechanism. So internal double run type mechanism. It has a double face wheel. One face has a larger openings for larger seeds and other face outside have a smaller opening for use with smaller seeds. A gate uh, is provided in the bottom of the box to cover the opening not in use. You can see here the seed and fertilizer metering mechanism. So you can see here, this is the one is the seed box, another is the fertilizer box here. This is the fertilizer box. You can see here, this is fertilizer box. This is seed box. Grain that is the grain box, and this is internal fluted double run type metering mechanism. You can see this is a C. Okay, external. So now cup feed mechanism, it is a mechanism consists of the cups or spoons on the periphery of the vertical rotating disc which pick up the seeds from the hopper and deliver them into the seed tubes. So brush feed seed metering mechanism in which the rotating brush regulates the flow of seed from the hopper. A number of bullock drawn planters in the country have a brush feed mechanism. Now, our feed seed metering mechanism, it is a disturbing the mechanism consisting of an auger which causes the substance to flow evenly in the feed through an aperture at the base or on the side of the hopper. Many of the fertilizer drills of the country have got auger feed mechanism. Picker wheel seed metering mechanism, it is a mechanism in which a vertical plate is provided radially projected arms which drops the large seed like potato in the furrow with the help of the suitable jaws. Star wheel seed metering mechanism which consists of the toothed wheel rotating in a horizontal plane and curving the fertilizer through the feed gate below the star wheel. Now the calibration of seed cum fertilizer drill, the procedure of testing the seed drill for correct seed rate is called as the calibration of seed drill. It is necessary to calibrate the seed drill before operating in the field to get a predetermined seed rate of the machine. So, step of the calibration of seed drill or seed cum fertilizer drill. First step is to measure the diameter of the transport wheel, that is denoted by D in meters, to calculate the circumference of the wheel X. And circumference of the wheel X is equal to pi into D in meter. Step 2. Find the effective width of the seed drill. W is equal to where M into S. Where M is the number of furrow openers and S is the spacing between the openers in meters and W is in meters. So, step 3, calculate the area covered in one revolution from step 1 and 2. And area covered in one revolution is equal to X into W. So, you know the value of X is pi D and W is the M into S. That is in square meter. Step 4, calculate the number of revolutions to cover the 1 hectare area. You know that the 10,000 square meter means the 1 hectare. Okay. So, how it is calculate the numbers of revolution? 10,000 divided by X into W. So, you will get the numbers of revolution. Now, step 5, raise the seed drill so that wheel for N turns and collect the seed under each tube on paper bags or cloth bags and wedge it. Okay, for the wedge of the seed K for N turns, calculate the seed weight of the numbers of revolution required for 1 hectare area. That is calculated by seed rate is equal to R into K by N in kg per hectare. Now, on the basis of this, we can solve the problem following the result where obtained while calibrating the seed. Calculate the seed rate per hectares, that is numbers of furrow knot is 8. Spacing between the furrow knot is 50 centimeter. Diameter of the dry wheel is 1.5 meter. And RPM of the dry wheel is 600. Seed collected is 25 kg. So what are the solutions? Effective width of seed, you know, the 8 into 50, 120 centimeter, 1.2 meter. Circumference of the dry wheel is pi into d, that is pi into 1.5. So one area covered in one revolution, that is pi into 1.5 into 1.2. We get the 5.66 meter square. Area covered in 600 revolution, that is a 5.66 into 600. We get the 3396 meters square. And seed dropped for 3396 meters square is equal to 25 kg. Seed dropped per hectare is 25 into 10,000 by 3396. We get the 73.6 kg. So seed rate is 73.6 kg. Now another problem, calculate the cost of seeding 1 hectare of land with bullock drawn seed drill of 5 by 30 centimeter size, and the speed of the bullock is 3 km per hour. Higher charges of the bullocks is rupees 100 per pair, and higher charges of the seed drill is 200 per day. Wages of operator is 200 per day of 8 hours. So the width of seed drill 5 by 30, 150 centimeter, 1.5 meter. Area covered per hour is width into speed. Therefore 1.5 into 3, 1000 meter square, 0.45 hectare. And to cover the 0.45 hectare of area, 1 hour is required. So to cover the 1 hectare of area, time required is 1 by 0.45, 2.22 hour. So time taken per hour is 2.22 hour. And cost of seedlings per hour is 100 plus 200 plus 200 by 8, that is 62.5. And cost of seedlings per hectare 62.5 into 2.22 is equal to, we get the 138.75 rupees. This is a costing. Calculate the time required for sowing 1.6 hectares of land by 5 furrow seed drill going to 12.5 centimeter deep, and thus speed of seed drill is 3.2 km per hour. The pressure exerted by the soil on a seed drill is 0.42 kg per centimeter square. And the space between the furrow knots is 10 centimeter, and the loss in turning is 10%. So total width of seed drill is W is equal to M into S, that is 0.5 meter. Theoretical area covered per hour is width into speed, that is 0.5 into 3.2 into 1000, that is 1600 meter square. We get the 0.60 hectares. So actual area is equal to theoretical area per hour into efficiency by 100, and we get the 0.144 hectare. And time for sowing 1.6 hectare, we get the that time is 11.11 hours. So you can see this is the inclined bed planter. Okay.